the line she crossed. She said it loud enough for half the beach to hear. I just asked him to put sunscreen on my back. If you're jealous, go home. Then she laughed, that careless, sharp kind of laugh that cuts right through you. Her friends chuckled awkwardly, the tour guide smiled politely, and I just stood there, towel in hand, pretending the sun didn't suddenly feel colder. Meera, that was her name. We'd been together almost 2 years. She was the kind of woman who never entered a room quietly. She glowed, or maybe she burned. Everyone noticed her, and she needed them too. The charm, the laughter, the casual touches, it wasn't affection, it was validation. When we met, I mistook it for confidence. Later, I realized it was hunger. She didn't just like attention, she fed on it. The beach trip was supposed to be fun, a few days away with her friends, some rest from work, and maybe a chance to feel close again. Instead, it became the day I understood how far gone we were. That afternoon, she was in her element. New bikini, music blasting, friends filming everything for Instagram stories. She was laughing with the tour guide, Leo, some fit local guy helping organize the group. At first, I didn't think much of it. He was doing his job. Then she called him over, turned her back, and said, "Can you help me with sunscreen?" Didn't look at me. Didn't ask me. Didn't even acknowledge I was sitting right there. It wasn't about sunscreen. It was about power. About showing me that she could humiliate me and still expect me to stay. When I didn't react, she looked over her shoulder, sunglasses low on her nose, and smirked. "What? Don't tell me you're jealous again," and then, louder, for everyone to hear. "I just asked him to put sunscreen on my back. If you're jealous, go home." The words hung in the air like a dare. Half the group stared at her. The other half stared at me. I could have argued. Could have made a scene. But instead, I just said one word, calm, steady, final. "Okay." And I walked away. Behind me, I heard her laugh again. "Oh, come on, don't be dramatic." But her voice cracked just enough to tell me she hadn't expected me to actually leave. The flight home. Back at the hotel, I packed slowly. Not out of anger, out of clarity. Shirt by shirt. Charger by charger. Every fold felt like reclaiming a little piece of myself I'd let her take. The phone buzzed on the table. One text. "Seriously? You're going to act like a child because I made a joke?" I didn't reply. Then another came. "If you walk out over this, don't bother coming back." That one made me smile, not in spite, just in peace. Because for once, she'd made it easy. I left the key at the front desk. The clerk asked if the other guest would be checking out too. "Not yet," I said. "She's staying a little longer." Outside, the air smelled like salt and silence. I took the shuttle to the airport, no music, no thoughts, just peace. Sometimes endings don't explode. They dissolve. On the plane, I looked through our photos. Smiling faces, perfect sunsets, fake happiness. Not fake because she was pretending, fake because I was. Pretending that love could survive without respect. When we landed the next morning, my phone lit up like fireworks. Dozens of messages from her. "Are you seriously doing this? You just left. Everyone's asking where you went. This is humiliating. You're overreacting. It was a joke. They're making me pay for your part of the room. My card isn't going through. Can you just transfer it?" I locked the screen. Sometimes silence is the most expensive answer you can give someone. The cost of silence. By noon, she was still calling. By evening, her tone had shifted, from arrogance to desperation. Then a text came from an unknown number. "Hey man, it's Daniel, one of Meera's friends. She's freaking out. The hotel's asking her to pay for both of you. Her card keeps declining. She's crying at the front desk. Thought you should know." I read it, then typed 2 words. "She'll manage." Half an hour later, Daniel sent a screenshot, Meera arguing with the manager, voice raised, still pretending to be in control. Then another message from a girl named Chloe in their group chat, you told him to go home if he's jealous. Guess he just did. Silence followed that. Not the peaceful kind, the kind that fills a room when people finally realize they went too far. Later that night, Meera posted a story, a photo of the beach at sunset. Caption, when you love someone insecure, they'll always find a reason to run. The comments were brutal. Strong women don't humiliate their boyfriends. He didn't run. You pushed him. Respect isn't insecurity. She deleted it within 10 minutes, but screenshots travel faster than guilt. For once, I didn't need to defend myself. People saw the truth, the quiet kind that doesn't need shouting. Over the next 2 days, her messages softened. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I was joking. Please, can we talk? You embarrassed me by leaving like that. Everyone's making me look stupid. Please just transfer the money so I can check out. I scrolled through them all, slowly, calmly. It wasn't about the money. It was about control. She wasn't upset I left, she was upset she didn't get to end it first. By the next morning, Daniel texted again. Hotel finally got paid. She had to call her mom to wire money. Whole thing was awkward. I didn't reply. Didn't need to. The story had already told itself. When peace returns. A week later, she called from another number. For a moment, I almost didn't answer. But curiosity won. Adam? Her voice was small. You really left me there. I had to call my mom for money. Do you know how humiliating that was? I said nothing. You didn't even check if I was okay. After everything we've been through, that's how you treat me? Over one stupid comment? Finally, I spoke, calm, steady. No, Meera. Not over one comment. Over every moment you thought disrespect was cute. Every time you made me feel invisible. That line on the beach was just the last one. She tried to interrupt. I was joking. You weren't, I said. And even if you were, it told me everything I needed to know. There was silence on the line. Then she whispered, you didn't even fight for me. I almost laughed, not cruelly, just at the irony. You told me to go home, Meera. I just listened. A pause. Then quietly, almost bitterly, you've changed. No, I said. I just stopped mistaking your chaos for passion. She hung up. That was the last time we spoke. No closure, no dramatic ending, just quiet. And it felt better than forgiveness ever could. A few weeks later, I met someone new, Claire. She worked in marketing. Calm, kind, soft-spoken. We met at a client dinner, talked about books and travel and what peace feels like when people communicate like adults. She didn't flirt for attention. She didn't perform. She just was. With her, I didn't have to shrink to feel seen. Sometimes peace feels so unfamiliar you mistake it for boredom. But after Meera, I knew better. Peace isn't boring, it's healing. A few days ago, Daniel texted one last time. Hey man, Meera's back home. Heard she's been telling people she learned her lesson. Good for her, I replied. Wish her well. I didn't hate her. I didn't forgive her either. I just stopped caring. Some people don't learn from losing you. They only learn when the bill arrives, literally and emotionally. Now, every morning feels quieter. Not empty, just peaceful. So yeah, maybe I did go home. But this time I didn't lose anything worth keeping.